Glad to have you back. We still have in our studio Segun Tomori, and he is the Special Assistant to the Minister of Solid Minerals. It's still good to have you in our studio. Just before we went on the break, we were talking about funding of the Ministry of Solid Minerals. There's this serious issue of underfunding in the Ministry of Solid Minerals, and I understand that the National Assembly has also summoned the Minister of Finance and also the Minister of Budget and National Planning. You spoke earlier about the minister considering other ways of funding the ministry. What are these ways?
Simply PPP, public-private partnerships.
Okay.
And we've seen a lot of interest and enthusiasm from, the global community, global mining community in that regard. So, is what would once it happens, he would announce that. So let's wait for that. And I know that the National Assembly, you mentioned the National Assembly, the National Assembly Committee, I think on Friday or Thursday, recommended. I saw that they recommended 539 billion as the capital budget for 2025 from 9 billion that was initially budgeted for. That's their recommendation based on their concern for the mining sector, concern for the development of that sector, and that, for it to contribute substantially, to Nigeria's GDP, we must invest in it. So that's their recommendation. So we wait to see how that pans out.
Okay, there's a trending video of a distinguished senator where he alleged that retired military officers play a significant role in the leakages in the solid mineral sector. You aware? Is the ministry aware of that video?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your thought about that?
The Senator Shomole.
Exactly.
What he's saying is not absolutely new. The minister has said in diverse fora that powerful Nigerians are behind illegal mining. The kind of banditry that happens in Zamfara, for instance, or in the northwest or part of the northeast, cannot happen. That is linked to mining. Will not happen if it's not backed by powerful people. So he's not saying, he's simply rehashing what the minister has been saying. So that being said, we can see how with single-minded purpose, the president, since inception has been tackling banditry. Just last week, a renowned bandit leader, Bello Torji, lost his brother, lost the second in command, and is on the run as we speak. And just in December last year, before Christmas, we announced a lifting of the ban on exploration activities, mining activities in Zamfara State. Why did we do that? It's because of the improved security situation in that state and the feelers we get from the National Security Council. So a lot is being done. Daily, bandits are being decimated. Today, Boko Haram, as we know it before, is fast phasing out from our consciousness because of the effort of this administration, the coordination, the synergy that we've not seen in security forces, led by the NSA, is doing a fantastic job. So we are taking the battle frontally to banditry, tackling those issues that Senator Oshomole mentioned, and distant future, full-scale activities, legal mining activities will commence in Zamfara and other parts of the north that they were put in our hands because of security concerns.
Just for the benefit of people that have not seen that video, we have a clip. Let's see what it has to say.
You give them arms, they use choppers to come and cut away the gold. Those involved in this illegal mining, they use choppers. They procure arms exactly the same way as our military were doing in the South. They give them arms, they use choppers to come and cut away the gold, and they take them out of this country and make billions of US dollars. And the federal government is not doing what it should be doing. I took this letter to the former president when I was national chairman of APC. And I said, call the general to give you more brief. In fact, what is happening or what subsequently happened in that part of the country was exactly what the general told me was going to happen. Because these guys have been weaponized by the illegal big men who deploy them, secure territories, and the weapon is meant to protect the Chinese and other foreigners who they actually employ to carry out the mining.
Oh, quite an unfortunate situation there. But How transparent and efficient would you say the process of issuing licenses for minefields is? This has also raised concerns about maybe favoritism or special interest. How is the ministry, ensuring that this is not the case?
Well, the issuance of mining license is within the purview of the Mining Cadastral Office. And as we speak now, we have a digitized process for application of mining license. Okay. Through the Nigeria mining cadastral.gov.ng, you can start your application for mining license. So it's either, a walk-in or, digital. So from the comfort of your home or anywhere in the world, you can start your mining license application. So I think we've digitized that, and it's called EMC Plus. So we've made a lot of progress, and we've seen a deluge of mining applications since the advent of this administration. And so I think it's been simplified, it's been digitized, and and the time frame for application and when it is approved or not approved, has been shortened. Okay. So we've made progress in that regard. Okay,
I'd like us to still speak to the allegations made by Shomole. Now, he said government, and your ministry is government. It's what else would you want to see? Because so that Nigerians will not say the ministry is willing, the ministry should not will. Ministry is the government. So what definite actions are you putting in place, or you have put in place to deal with this? Because somebody has identified where the leakages are from.
I listened to Senator Oshomole. Oshomole did not say this administration. He said the past administration. Listen to him clearly. He said government, so I'm not particular about this. No. He said he reached out to the former president, former this. He didn't say, so he cannot discountenance what President Bola Tinubu is doing. I didn't think he said anything. He was talking about decades-long neglect of that sector, decades-long problem of insecurity, decades-long, use of banditry to stifle the development of that sector. So he was talking generally. So I'm sure he didn't talk about this present administration, and I've read out what we are doing. What I would like to see, I'm part of government. You should ask me what you like to see. I've told you what we're doing. There's the mining marshals. There's a clearance operation ongoing by the military. Because before we even deploy like the mining marshals in places like Zamfara and places that are bedeviled by banditry, you need to clear. There has to be a clearance operation for a lesser force like mining marshals to be able to move in, because they are dealing. The military will be dealing with those that have sophisticated weapons. So that's what is happening. And it's happening silently. Sokoto, Zamfara, everywhere. I'm sure you read the news, you see it. So what we want to see, we're already seeing it. So Nigerians should just, watch out in 2025 to see that we are restoring, enabling environment for mining across Nigeria. We are securing mining areas. We are deploying satellite monitoring for mining sites. And we are scaling up mining's contribution to our revenue, and it's already been scaled up. Our revenue projection for 2024 was 11 billion. We generated 38 billion. The minister said that at the National Assembly budget defense session. So we are making progress.